What's the difference between a person of terror and a lady of the night? The lady of the night is on the clock, and the clock is on the person of terror. That's right, welcome back to the Bit of Truth for a wacky Wednesday. Let's just hope those people of terror don't ruin your week. Now, speaking about people of terror, let's see what's going on. The Isis Fanatic that MI5 says poses a threat is given the right to live in the UK. Ah yes, fantastic! Great news! Yes, this terror threat from Sudan, who came here illegally 18 years ago, has now been given the right to stay. Why, might you ask? Human fucking rights. Again, what about our human fucking rights? Security services produced evidence suggesting that he may be a danger and even might encourage other people of terror to launch attacks here in the UK. But again, the judge jokers ruled against sending him back because he might be detained and tortured. Well, why should we be potentially tortured in our own fucking country? Who cares about our human rights? Not fucking judges.
Correct. Absolutely 100% factual.
In other news of people that don't give a shit, criminals and police. Over 200,000 shoplifting cases in the last year went unsolved. In the last 12 months, 560 yobs got away with stealing every single day. Consequence-free thefts or five-finger discounts have hit a 5-year high in what MPs are calling a growing crime epidemic. Well, this is what happens when you decriminalise stealing under £200. This is what happens when judge jokers can't even send back people of terror, let alone give appropriate sentences for shoplifters. This is what happens when the police are so inept they can't find their arsehole with both hands. This is what happens when businesses jack up the price of absolutely everything, blaming some illness or some war or something else just to justify an increase. We are so fucking done for.
It's over. We are screwed.
In other crime news, a benefits fraudster who faked the identities of 200 children in order to pocket the public money is ordered to pay back £2 million. One second, I'm just going to call Dr. Bullshit on this one. Hello? Yes, apparently if he fails to return the cash, he'll be facing a 9-year prison sentence. This scumbag enlisted friends and relatives to help him in submitting these bogus claims using stolen identities and fake birth certificates. It was only rumbled when HMRC realised that calls from the same two phone numbers were repeatedly used in connection with seemingly unrelated claims. They found links to 4 properties in Manchester and found 6 other people with links to the fraud. Fast food shops, cafes, as well as over £500,000 in illicit bank transfers or withdrawals. How about we send this fucker to jail anyway? Take everything that he's got. He stole from us, we take from him. Then we go after any fucker that was in on it as well, anyone that helped him along the way, and take their shit too. When are we going to have a system that actually deters crime and prevents it?
The answer is never.
Anyway, in other things that completely blow my mind, how can he have 96 points and still be on the roads? Police pull over again one of Britain's worst motorists for driving uninsured. I know why. It's because people aren't afraid of the consequences because they're so fucking lenient. Oh yes, well done again, giving the 23-year-old who was already disqualified when he was caught a further extension until 2027. That's going to teach him a lesson. That's guaranteed to stop him from driving. You know what will stop him from driving? Lock the fucker up. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results, is insanity.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
More things moving in crime. We've got lawless London's bikejacking epidemic. Nearly 770 bikes were stolen across the capital last year, which equates to 2 a day. I reckon it's probably a whole lot more. You literally can't have anything nice these days. Be it that you're lucky enough to be able to afford to buy something, it's probably just going to be nicked anyway. Long gone are the days where a good lock might just be sufficiently adequate. We see now that thugs on mopeds hunt you down, threaten you with knives to take anything they want, and still not a policeman in sight. Here we go, here's your crime reference number, aka too bad, so sad, now fuck right off.
Thank you for that.
Apparently there's going to be a now clampdown on illegal e-scooters. Calls for an urgent ban as it shows that the illicit two-wheelers account for more than half of all the casualties they claim. Yep, day after day after day I see idiots racing down the pavement on these stupid little kids' toys at 20 plus miles an hour, narrowly missing pensioners, almost knocking over kids in prams, and also hitting people minding their own business. It's no surprise that people are getting seriously hurt or worse. And that's just on the pavements. On the roads I see these idiots weaving in and out of traffic like they're joyriding. I don't drive anywhere near the city centre now on a Friday or Saturday night because you can just guarantee that these two-wheel twats have been drinking and just bolt right out in front of your car. Ban these stupid kids' toys. And by the way, if you're an adult riding about on one of these, you look like a moron.
He's absolutely right.
And again, here's some more proof for these idiots. Here's the moment an idiot two-wheel twat is riding right down the M5 over twice the drink drive limit as a 29-year-old man has been charged. A prime example of why we need to ban these things completely. You can't have a rule that says, oh, these ones can be used as part of a government scheme, but these ones are not allowed. It doesn't work. They either need to be banned completely or serious fines imposed on people that are breaking the law. If I ever get knocked by one of these two-wheel twats, I guarantee you I'll make them end up wearing it. And the same with UAVs, unmanned aircraft vehicles, aka drones. Drones are being used by drug gangs to spy on their rivals, and stalkers use them to look at their victims, as police reveal that they get called more than a dozen times a day about their misuse. Few people unfortunately ruin it for the majority. I used to have a drone, I'm a photographer, but I used it in the proper way. These things have been found dropping things into prison, terrorising airports, spying on people, and it's wasting police resources. By the way, if you want to know why I got rid of my drone, it's because I remember I live on the coast in England, and when it's not fucking raining, it's fucking windy, and you can't fly it anytime. There was actually only about 3 days a year I could actually fly it, and I'd preferred the cash to pay for my horizontal jogging ladies of the night. Just kidding, Mrs. Bitter.
Don't bullshit me.
And with all the crime on today's episode, it'd only be fair to check up on the boys in blue and see what they're doing. A police officer has been charged after he was filmed strangling and punching a suspect. Ah yes, just the usual, the assaulting of the members of public. Well done to this piece of crap, Richard Dick Williams, Richard Williams, Dick Willie, who was caught repeatedly punching a man while trying to apprehend him. He's been on suspension by North Wales Police, probably fully paid, until the judge jokers deal with him next week at the magistrates. Either where he'll just quit the day before or receive a slap on the wrist. Place your bets. Any takers?
Oh, you're probably right, as usual.
And let's not forget the eco-morons. We have not heard from them in a while. Maybe they got lost protesting turkey farms over Christmas wearing their leather shoes. Well, anyway. An eco-conscious British family embark on a 4-month, 10,000-mile trip to Australia without flying just to attend a wedding, and now they're going to have to make the same trip back. Oh yes, well done, you fucking little do-gooders. How impressive of you to go on a world tour, yet pretending to save the environment. Well done for also taking time to go pet the baby elephants probably held against their will. Well done for using coaches and trains. If it was that important to you, you should have walked. Absolute hypocrites. I'm going to make sure that Mrs. Bitter and I double our carbon footprint this year just to offset your bullshit.
I'm dropping the hammer.
Right, so what have we learned today? If you're a person of terror, passports are available. Just keep nicking what you want, the police clearly aren't bothered. E-scooters are for morons. Police are still committing crimes. And I hate fucking do-gooders. Signing out.